they're going to go in for a little aggression now instantly.
Wow, Texture just straight up in towards the doors as well, but he's getting dashed on, he's getting overwhelmed. The flash is a little bit late. It's all a bait from Lakia. Well, the dust starts to settle, however, because Munchkin has snuck in towards the window. He hears these rotations to A. There is a little bit of a trap down the sewers. Meteor has the shorty, and he's revealed himself now. Good for one, and the flank immediately here, but no, Munchkin taken down. There goes the toxic screen. You do still have Karon available for a couple of smokes later on, but this round is already scrappy.
There. Yeah, it pretty much is. And look at the rotations. They're already getting scattered across. Gen.G are a little bit concerned about where this attack could go by. But there comes a short push. Meteor, he does get one for his troubles, but it's still advantage for FUT in terms of members.
Oh, these trades, they are so quick, aren't they? So it has to settle down a little bit for FUT too. You've got this player advantage. You know, Lakia's tagged up a little bit. Going to be the re-hit towards the A side. Of course, Meteor down. All this Killjoy utility won't be revealing anything. It just almost shifts into a bit of a retake scenario for Gen.G.
30 seconds left.
Heading back to the A side. Great first shot from Karon. And the flank from Lakia as well. He gets another. And suddenly, it's turned down to cNed's 1v2.
He does have the spike, however. This is where we need to see a global champion pull around for his team. 10 seconds to go to try and get this plant. The bait attempts to draw them in.
10 seconds left.
CT spotted out 7 on the HP, and the dash on through. He gets the headshot.
And they pretty much are in across the map.
Wow, for Meteor, for Munchkin. A push in through the sewers as well from Lakia, just to spot if anything's happening on the other side of the map right now. Meteor, a bunch of these shots missing on the Bulldog. He is safeguarded by Munchkin. And more information, but MrFaliN again with this Marshall. Absolutely stellar, holding a player advantage for FUT.
Yeah, this is getting dicey, and yetujey is holding the perfect angle, and he might just get that. No, Lakia, he gets away from the bullet, goes right past his skull, and he's going to get back instantly, making sure that Gen.G don't lose any more members.
And there's only really one position that FUT can go. It is up to the guts of B, and that's where, again, Meteor tries to do what he can with the Bulldog. A trade out. These Marshals are absolutely the bane of the existence in this round. Gen.G have to switch into opposed plant. Texture on for the dash. But the classic of cNed just jumping around. Lakia's tagged up as well. This round is not going good for Gen.G, but it will settle for a little bit. A 1 versus 2. Both players from FUT pretty low as well, half HP apiece. They're not looking for him. He has 2 1v1s. It's all going to take cNed. He's on the right line. A single shot.
And maybe overpower choke somebody here, and yetujey might just be the victim of that. He's stuck near garage door. Oh, he's actually got one. Does he want more?
He wants more. There's the first one, and he's going to be on cNed to see what he can do up close and personal. Munchkin at least good for 1. Make it Karon too, and this is where things might look to get a little bit dicey. Munchkin is still alive, so that poison cloud at the front end of the C site is still going to be available. Good paranoia, information off the Trailblazer as well. Gen.G are starting to posture up for a pretty decent retake. The weapons are here for them too, don't forget.
Yeah, and all that distraction of utility was for Munchkin to find that kill from C long. The minute he finds that, now they're in trouble. FUT need a way out of this, and they're going to try in CT.
And they have to play from there, don't they? The flank of Munchkin. He's going to pop through his cloud whenever he wants. There's no flash available yet for Lakia, but the information is here, and the captain gets taken down. It's MrFaliN with 35 HP. They overwhelm him. With the shorty. You have this toxic screen as well to cut off the front end by Munchkin, but peek in front. Lakia, he's got the Seekers available in this round as well. But remember, the Operator. It could still come up really large for cNed at the moment, but yetujey, he has the Vandal, he's really close, it's unexpected. Munchkin is down, B side is open for FUT.
Yeah, he needs to win this fight, but no, he loses Dexter, gets one, but not without any damage being dealt to him. The retake is on, it's a 4 versus 3. cNed's Operator still needs to sing some tunes.
MrFaliN with the Rolling Thunder, do you want to use it in a situation now? The defense is coming from multiple different angles at the moment. qRaxs, MrFaliN finding one apiece, it's all onto Texture. He needs something special with Lakia at the moment, a great guiding light. It's going to isolate MrFaliN, playing at the back of the shield, and he has to push up the defuse. It's onto half Texture.
The Operator online on B.
Heavy stack as well over towards the A side of things for the likes of the defense of Gen.G. It's quick, it's rapid, it's fast in towards the B side, but a FUT going to be able to lock it down. A missed shot on the Operator, Texture down for the count. cNed looking for more equalize as the spike goes down.
AtaKaptan takes the plan down, and he goes back and gets a kill, but instantly traded up.
Yep, that's big for FUT, holding a player advantage at the moment. What can Meteor do to try and get back into this one? He can't really draw any attention to himself or away from Karon, because now Karon is dead, and it's all going to be onto Meteor. No abilities, a hot potato switch up, push back. by the Aftershock as well. 3 different angles. That's a nice one on towards qRaxs. He has a little bit of an idea on where yetujey might be playing from. He's around the site. He's playing it out. There's a bait, a jump spot. The breach fault line is going to stun Meteor up. He is just dancing around the site at the moment. The round is done and dusted from here. And Meteor will be alongside of things. I like this cross of the wall. First up to the lobby to provide yourself a nice little bit of vulnerability early on. A trade already in the kill feed. So off the get-go, some aggression, shut down.
Yeah, and now Gen.G are going to slow down a bit, spread out thin, because they have no clue as to where this FUT team is coming in. And the closer they get towards that A site, just to maybe keep a little bit of control in terms of the tempo, they have been called back by MrFaliN to move in towards Garage, and that's where Munchkin's waiting for them.
See what Munchkin can do. Toxins are building up, but it's the element of surprise that you're looking for. The turret, oh no, it's going to upset him a little bit. But there is a frag. They could have doubled. cNed gets one in the mix as well, so things are looking all right for the likes of Gen.G at the moment, but will they be happy enough to leave everything to Meteor at the A site? Turret destroyed, and a C-long push as well is actually what Gen.G are going for. The alarm bot there, it's not going to matter. No yetujey.
Meteor, he does have the A side in his control for the moment. He's tucked himself here for a long time. His alarm bot has been triggered. He takes out an Nanoswarm to give himself a little bit of time, and he's covered by that Viper's wall as well. And he does have the perfect spot. He might not be checked, but AtaKaptan is ready for it.
I think they might have expected it, or might have seen the body. That wall is always going to be a little bit pesky in that position. You think something is up. It's not a wall that we've seen before. But now it's going to be a 2-man flank from 2 different spots. Karon, the paranoia in, that's one locale noted, but what can Munchkin do? They're still second-guessing who might be coming from CT, who might be coming from Heaven. That's a Sharpie from Karon. Now it's on to cNed. A 1 versus 2. The operator turned into the blades. Would he get the right click? No, he doesn't even need it.
Held the operator towards Garage, and he might just find the first kill. No, it's going to be Texture to return the favor.
That's a bit of a peekaboo if I've ever seen one. Bit of jet diff in, but remember, this is still a relative eco to come through for Gen.G. Rotations are coming on here. Lakia has so much pressure surrounding himself, but he does manage to get on out. The buying time is the name of the game. A retake on for Gen.G.
Yeah, and that's a big ultimate from qRaxs as well, making sure that those blades have no use in this round for at least for more than half of that, spike taken away.
You can see how paranoid FUT are of a flank as well. Even though the alarm bot is there, they are waiting for something to happen around the flank area. Lockdown in has to be respected. What utility do FUT have available in out of the site? Texture again bounding around, and as the lockdown goes through, the push is on from Gen.G. A defuse Texture, another frag. This jet is being played to perfection, but the rolling thunder comes in. Here's the flame from Texture. Oh no, he misses the flames, but it doesn't matter. The ace for Texture. They're both there, but it's all going to come down to the timing of what can happen again in a smoke, a variety of a smoke. Meteor to start on off. He's drawing attention away from Texture at the moment. The breach is still here. Caught out MrFaliN. cNed, at least on the site, will put a stop to Texture's rampage, but this is where the time was bought for the rest of Gen.G to get over to the site, and they are locked in the garage at the moment. We need to start to see FUT roar their engines.
Oh, well, Gen.G, one and every player on this team is slowly starting to wake up. They're feeling a lot more comfortable in their roles and aim, and they have now sandwiched these players into Garage.
They're slowing it down. So nice timing for Lakia on the Trailblazer. Sees that they're retreating at the moment. Still do have the qRaxs utility at the front of the B side, and they're both destroyed. Can they pivot over towards A? Do they even want to? At the moment, the smoke.
30 seconds
They're
left.
going to push through it together. Yetujey, he could go huge here. The lockdown at the backside. He doesn't know how close they are at the moment. Karon immediately spectacular at the moment, but look at this. AtaKaptan from the shadows into Heaven. It's expected. The utility is here for Gen.G to clear this one out.
We saw this yesterday as well. FUT have done this before, and AtaKaptan's gone on site.
What a paranoia.
Takes him out.
What a paranoia. That has just stopped everything that FUT wanted to do. Unfortunately, again, AtaKaptan, the first one down for FUT. But yetujey, he's found a bit of timing, a bit of gap in towards the B side. There's no killjoy util there anymore. There is a toxic screen, of course. It's currently up. They're waiting to see. It's going to be another B play for FUT.
Yeah, and Meteor actually spotted him, and now the plan's going to go down. But although they are surrounded, they've got space to play with towards mid.
5 versus 4. The turret's still in the garage as well, so Meteor can communicate that there isn't a flank happening. If he is still alive, mind you, gets killed on towards yetujey. Slowly the curtain starts to close on this round for FUT. They need to be finding more than just cNed getting one. The trade on out. Munchkin to deny cRaxs, and it's all onto MrFaliN. An aftershock can only do so much. It'll buy a bit of time, actually. But is it going to be one up to try and say Meteor? Texture has just been so patient with the operator. Oh my god! cNed!
Holy!
It's lights out for Texture.
What a shot from cNed, and that opens up the A side, but Lakia, he's going to commit to this with the defense of his utility.
He's got his teammate as well. Karon from the shadows over towards it. Look at all the smokes around this site. FUT are locked out. Dark cover eventually going to come down. cNed does get fitted out as well. Lakia! This is what we wanted to see!
Now, as FUT getting a little bit desperate for control, and they're heading into qRaxs looking for the same. They've got Meteor in that smoke. Once again, these smoke plays from Gen.G have been pretty successful.
But it's risky. Look at this one. Threw it up. The blades just strike through the smoke. You can see a Trailblazer. Yeah, sorry, a Tracer. Yeah, sure. Yeah. But cNed just ever so sharp. The C site, they can't really barrel roll in towards it just yet. Karon is going to be here, but he's exposed in the open. Munchkin good for one. These blades are going a little bit awry for cNed. He will get out a stinger of all things. Wouldn't mind seeing a bit of an upgrade from that. But now he is the last one alive. It would be an amazing play for him to come out with a victory in this. There is the first of 4.
He needs a lot more where that came from. He's got 3 people coming in from behind. No plant just yet. He's so confused about where these players could be coming from. And he's heading to A for a little bit of safety.
There's so many angles that he has to consider at the moment. A fake tap will bait in all of the Gen.G members. They can come together. I mean, you think about it, a guiding light's going to be available. Dark covers are going to be available. But right now, we're playing Ring Around the Rosie. We've got our Nikes on. We're going for a bit of a jog, a journey.
And now Gen.G are just waiting for him to actually stick that plant down. They're playing a little bit of patience game. They know that they've got numbers. They don't need to do anything crazy. But cNed, he's playing this with his brain, and he's playing this perfectly as they're going straight into, the C site. That's going to be a free plant for him. He has a weapon to play with as well, apart from the knives. 2 smokes. This is doable.
Yeah, but where does he choose to go? Does he get up close and personal to try and get all 3? If he right-clicks, the time is going to be a little bit ill-advised, so he just has to go for these left clicks. The tailwind activated, the first found. He's on for the ace at the moment, and the shorty!
Great flash once again from Lakia. He understood that this could be a B hit. Takes a little bit of a passive approach. Dodges the 0 point of paranoia as well.
Straight through. Oh, but the zoom in from cNed. He'll advise Munchkin for 3, looking for a 4th. The underarm lob from cRaxs. The whip. What? It doesn't even matter. Is Munchkin going to find himself an ace? The shorty, no. Squandered by AtaKaptan. But is there enough time to get the spike to the other side? There is not. At the C side of things, the fault line to try and buy a little bit of time, but Texture already in towards the side. There's the timing on the guiding light. MrFaliN manages to find one before meeting his demise. And the spike. It does start to go down just now, 4v4.
Yep. As with that trade up, we're going to have Texture get a little bit more itchy. Of course, he's been on guns blazing, so he's going to enjoy this as a flank could be coming. No, it's not going to happen. He goes back. He changes his mind.
Turret destroyed. It's just brought a little bit of tension away from the site itself. A Texture getting up to the smoke, waiting on the timing on this one. A great paranoia, a great peek for information. But here we go. The battle at CT. cRaxs comes out on top. Meteor to AtaKaptan. cRaxs tries
towards C-Long himself. There is an alarm bot there to catch him off guard.
A big reveal, however, from the 0 point. Thrown just near the window of mid, catches about 3 players in the lobby.
Yep.
So that does halt the processes of Gen.G. Here's the flank from AtaKaptan, but that has just been read by Munchkin and co.
The expectancy of Munchkin, they're really good stuff as now the entire squad runs in, but the lurker has been found, and now cRaxs has to call in for the cavalry to help him out, but C is now completely taken control by Gen.G, and the retake has to be in place.
Yeah, a flank from yetujey. See if anything can come into fruition on this one. It's a pretty safe open plant for Gen.G to divide. Waiting to see MrFaliN fault line in as yetujey starts to creep him up. Munchkin finds him on the line. The headshot sharp from yetujey. Not a second one though by Lakia, putting him to rest. And now it's pretty one-dimensional to come through from FUT over at CT. It's actually a pretty good flash, but Karon swings to find both.
Run straight through kind of thing because they're all going right into the A side.
Oh, but a good lineup. A good one from cNed. Doesn't really stop Gen.G from getting into the side. I think they might have even spotted him getting down from the heavens as well, but they are locked out at the moment by all of the smokes. blinding to keep them there, just as the rotations start to come from Gen.G. But remember, yetujey has actually pushed up through the C cubby.
Yeah, he's sitting there waiting for this rotation to come by because Gen.G have done this time and time again. But this time, does Munchkin expect it is the question. qRaxs being taken over. That alarm bot, you know, distraction could actually force him to look other ways, but he's still stuck here.
Yeah, yetujey needed this frag, manages to find it. He can't get an upgrade of weaponry, unfortunately. The turret is actually doing some little damage. What a shot from Lakia. He doesn't expect anyone else to be over at C, because why would there be at that point? And now it can switch over into the spike plant.
Yeah, the flanks coming in. They're going to try and sandwich them from both sides of the C site, but do they expect this flank? Because there's a smoke right now that's going to allow them to creep up closer, and it just dissipated.
Oh, but look at this. They're spotting for it. There's the information over onto the site, courtesy of Lakia. The paranoia. What the heck is that from Karon? That's filthy, disgusting, damaging, and demoralizing, because with that, it might be the end of FUT in this map. cNed has found 3. I peeked through the dark cover. Lakia, oh, he's not looking at the right angle. Really respected at the moment by FUT. cNed down for the count first. Karon going in, texture, the dash, the seekers, they're going to reveal AtaKaptan, but no, actually he manages to find 2. There's no trades available from Gen.G at the moment. He can get out of this tricky situation. The stun is absolutely gorgeous as well to come on through from MrFaliN, but again, Karon is still alive. He's the last one alive. He's on for something spectacular. He did down qRaxs, so this is technically a 4K. If he finds yetujey, it's the ace, and Karon!
We have Gen.G going aggressive once again, right in towards B. It's actually caught out there. yetujey, he actually, no, he's going to get support at qRaxs, and MrFaliN get 1 each, and they're going to try and cut down Gen.G immediately, as Gen.G have been struck down with their aggression right up front.
It's almost the pistol round in and of itself, isn't it? Missed shots come out from Meteor, as seen a judge on MrFaliN on a Sova. I think you might want to just take the gun out of cNed's hands in a situation like this, but whether or not we'll see that, there looks like some sort of strategy to come on through. 0 point out from Munchkin, reveals 3, so that should be the stalling of the play for FUT. No, they send the flash drive over. It's go time, ladies and gentlemen. yetujey, what a great free fire. Texture, though, still frolicking about at the front entrance of the site. Good for 1 before being traded out by qRaxs.
Yeah, and with that, the A side has been taking control of it. 2v2. Meteor does not have any utility, but Lakia has his drone.
Oh, but the turret spotting out some information as the plant goes down. They know there's a bit of vulnerability at the moment. Drone denied. Lakia with a shock dart, the only bit of utility, but none of it matters.
Coming in from mid here, and Texture is waiting for that catwalk peek. Meteor taking out 1, and another great shot from Texture.
That's huge, and now it's all narrow focus on the entryway as well. A paranoia to blind up, I think, all 3 members completely out in the open. cNed down to the count. MrFaliN traded as well. This is looking good for Gen.G. Imagine a world in which they survive with all 4 members here. They do. Karon picking up the being up on top either, so just bait him into a false set at what Gen.G have planned at the moment. Drone on out, that should be the go time for AtaKaptan to be ripping a paranoia in just a few seconds, but there is enough time to change things up for FUT if they wanted to. Munchkin completely caught off guard, and now the focus comes towards the side. Lakia down to sub 60 HP. Things are looking a little bit more dire for Gen.G around the site. It starts to close on him. A nice shot from Karon actually to edge out MrFaliN. You're not going to be able to get a lockdown here by yetujey, you would think, as the spike is in the open. A shot out from Texture. He's looking for another just Texture staple round.
And with that, FUT have been completely put in stop unless... Okay, AtaKaptan gets the 3rd as well. And he turns it around on the head of Gen.G and leaves Meteor wondering what the hell just happened.
10 seconds
now Meteor
left.
needs to come back with something as well. His teammates done everything for him, but in the judge for Karon as well. But a really large emphasis on mid control for FUT.
Be aware of the fact that there could be 2 players here, and through the smoke goes Munchkin. He finds one straight in, and the lockdown now committed by the attack.
Yeah, if Karon gets out of here with a dark cover, he can either put it at the main entrance or he can assist out the operator position of Lakia, but they're reading into this one. They know where the lockdown is vulnerable. Spam onto Texture after tagged up by said ultimate ability, and as the plant starts to go down, do they know that Karon is actually in the site itself? The judge needs to get up close and personal, and it does. Look at the distance of damage to yetujey to get traded out, but it's all now onto MrFaliN, a 1 versus 2. Lakia has that Odin, remember. They're waiting for the swing, and then
failed this completely.
But does Texture realize how close AtaKaptan actually is on an operator line? Now he knows by the shots, but wisp by your head, not a free haircut today.
Yeah, and now Meteor is going to come up and support him, and they know this is going to be a B hit. Can they isolate him and get that kill? Because they need it desperately, but AtaKaptan's ready for it, and now Texture has been left in the dark.
Couldn't push out through the dark cover to get the trade either, so the site just has to be conceded. You do have a null command to go in for a retake, though.
Spike planted.
And that's probably going to be the win condition, or at least retake condition. They've got a recon as well. They've got 2 shock darts, and there it goes. The retake is on.
It is on. MrFaliN is in another postcode over at the A site, by the way. But here comes the spam. A good one-way smoke actually is going to buy a significant amount of time before things start to get activated for Gen.G. A single trade reveal on AtaKaptan. But Gen.G are still not yet in toward it. They have taken off the flank in MrFaliN, as I say that as well. Lakia in for another one. This gun is actually getting some damage on qRaxs. And yetujey bringing into a 1 versus 2. The spam in from Lakia. He's found a third in this round, but there's not much time to get the defuse at all. So he's going to try and escape. Null command here and gets down. He can get revived. But we'll see. He goes in for a kill. Meteor's there as well, so he's doubled his frags. It's pretty much just stalling FUT from getting into the B site there. The spike is going up through mid. There's an alarm bot. Meteor for another shot. A reveal for a rotation in tiles on towards qRaxs. And MrFaliN will get traded out, meaning it is just the KO alive for FUT. I dare say, not going to be expecting Munchkin to be tucked in the little corner. Off with the 6, but a null command ripped immediately. The spray goes a little bit awry for cNed. Again, just being shut down.
And he's alone as well. Look at these. One by one, they're just giving these kills. And Meteor has picked up finally the pace that you were talking about.
He's woken up, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
He's starting to get some frags. He's starting to feel comfortable. There's a good foothold on this round for Gen.G. 5 versus 2. Player scoreline, MrFaliN and AtaKaptan need some individual heroics at the moment, but yeah, they are just so split around the map. Lakia attempting a little bit of fate with the peak, but at the end of the day, falls away, and it's information.
Yeah. MrFaliN does have a recon to maybe clear off angle, but he does spot Karon. That's a shock dart that could damage him up. Soften up a little bit now. There's going to be a peak maybe coming out. Just a touch.
Standing ahead.
Munchkin. He knows he's close by as well, and this is time for AtaKaptan to maybe make something of this. Goes in towards short, and he's going to hope that Texture is not peeking.
I mean, we'll see what damage can be delivered. Good start for AtaKaptan. If they get 2 apiece, then we start to cook with gas. Some more information, but you do start to feel like the edges are closing around you. Munchkin gets taken down as well, so there's the 2 from AtaKaptan. Meanwhile, Lakia starts to come in with the Odin as well. AtaKaptan for a third. There is some magic happening here.
10 seconds left.
Well, the Hunter Shuri comes out at the right time. He's going to try and deny that plan. Good assumption, but it's not going to be enough, it seems.
There's no time! Has he missed the time? He's in the head. The shot from Meteor. That is the round. He comes.
yetujey, he's got to be careful with Texture's been smoked off, and now it's on cNed to make this work for FUT.
2 in back of the boathouse, however, revealed. Missed shots off the blade. cNed 8 HP. How has Texture found 2 with the shorty like that? The collateral cracks him for 2. Lakia for 1. And now it's all on to yetujey to see if he can come out with something spectacular. He's got his little buddy beside him, the turret, but it's not really going to do too much. The spike is down. Texture misses the shot. He's trying to just navigate around the smoke. The first shot is behind him. Turnaround! yetujey has the lockdown now, which is now ripped as well. It can be the entry to get in towards this site. Starts going through the tree. Shots are missing from Gen.G. Texture now afforded an opportunity on the operator. On to qRaxs, though, means that he could technically get res if there's enough time.
Yeah, absolutely. AtaKaptan's taken control of short, and now they have the ace out of control. But what's gone off is the null command, and that's when the lockdown comes in, and they can hold this down with all of their players. Yeah, that has to almost just be the disconnection from FUT as well. AtaKaptan down, which means they cannot, from the shadows, over to the B side of the map. yetujey is actually on a run, but it has to just turn into a flank for him. Imagine if he had the lockdown now. Actually, they're sending the spike over. This is going to be such a risky move. That's a shot from cNed. You love that. The Munchkin completely caught it off guard. He wants to go in, destroy the lockdown. This is just a bamboozle of a round for FUT. There's 15 seconds sub. They're bringing the spike back to A. Yeah, this is not going to work out. cNed's going to go down as well. Texture. Yeah. Absolute shambles, and MrFaliN, I mean, how do you even get to the smoke? There's no time. Karon with a little bit of aggression. cNed, once again, the knife out, and Texture, who else but him? 2-2 split, mid's completely off guard, no alarm bot there either, so it's false information, so they have to wait to see what Gen.G are going to do reactively. Now the reveal on towards the site comes on through. Rotations have to come from FUT. But the waterfall comes in.
Yeah, but all on the side, out of bullets, need a reload. qRaxs, good for one, needs a double. Teammates are starting to arrive from CT as well, but qRaxs is holding it down at the back of the boathouse, just sailing around, finds his third, and it's all on the Munchkin now. I don't think they exactly know where he is. yetujey, though, he has tucked, so maybe he has the sixth sense that Munchkin comes down the stairs. Now he's been spotted to try and dodge out yetujey. qRaxs just swings. Preemptive door shut down by FUT too. So there's only two players on the site at the moment, but you've always got to be a little bit careful. You've been upset in the boathouse before. AtaKaptan and yetujey playing behind it this time. Texture good for one. AtaKaptan wasn't revealed just yet. Now he is with the kill out to Lakia. Spike is down. 20 seconds to go, and this is where the flood starts to come out from FUT. Commanding frags, though, from Gen.G. It's actually going to equalize into a 2 versus 2. Again, 15 seconds to get the plant. Texture needs to get a fourth, maybe, to secure this round. He gets traded out. Look how low Munchkin is. Needs to get the plant. It goes down. Tucks back into the boathouse. Where does cNed think he's going to be? It doesn't matter.
Spam, but it's not going to nicely.
Oh, okay, Texture
gets one from the air, does not follow it up.
But they're in, and that's a problem right now for FUT. They need to make their moves over to this side. nullcommand actually ripped the qRaxs down for the count. MrFaliN actually significant damage with the Odin coming on through, but it is going to go into a 2 versus 2. Munchkin and Meteor. The spike is on the lane side of things, though. A nullcommand is available. A Vandal is pilfered.
Now they're going to get the plant down as well. killjoys just a wall away from each other. Meteor needs to be careful about what he expected from CT.
Shrouded step, dark cover, no paranoia. It's going to have to be onto the aim and onto the information that yetujey might be able to find for AtaKaptan to help here. A 0 point goes on out from Munchkin. And misses yetujey, but he's taken down now. AtaKaptan spotted. Noted, not finished off just yet. But Munchkin, this is actually being read by AtaKaptan perfectly. Gets the kill.
Absolutely. Okay.
You don't need to be taking these risks.
Yeah, it seems like they might be going for a bit of a fake, but once again, MrFaliN right through the smoke, sprays down another at the exact same spot as Texture. Lightning does strike twice, it seems.
Check him, PC. Well, it's a 3v5. This is quite a significant deficit for Gen.G. They don't know that cNed does have the operator posted over towards this line either, so the extension, if it does go over towards the A side, it would be quite risky, but with 30 seconds to go, where do you even look to move things in this round? Karon on towards qRaxs from the shadows. It's tempted. He could technically sneak it to the boathouse.
Yeah, but the spike, but the distraction towards mid is going to be important. Lakia, great kill, but now they need to get on going towards that B side where yetujey is actually waiting. He triggers the tennis swarm. That eats up a couple of minutes and also eats up Munchkin as this round is pretty much done and dusted. Karon's theatrics will not help them anymore. It's going to be 11 for using that Omen ultimate towards that back of B side, but I'm pretty sure at this time he's going to try and maybe get it for information, of course. And great shot. He's woken up, but almost getting eaten away to death by Lakia and co there. Not going to happen.
Drone out as well from MrFaliN, but what a sharp shot from AtaKaptan. Again, another 3 versus 5 scenario where Gen.G are kind of being punished a little bit. Caught off guard. It's not even really its deep positions either, is it?
Yeah. Meteor can explore that B main side where cNed's actually posted up with the operator. He does have killjoy utility to support him as well, and yetujey himself makes his way here. It's going to be a dry peek. Does he expect this is the question?
Well, I mean, you can't really off-put him without a flash. So Munchkin, if you can try to set that up, cNed's still going to spot you out before it even pops. So for Meteor, that is quite unfortunate. cNed can get out of this tricky situation. I like it. Cheeky. Back to where you began. I don't think they're going to expect this, but with only 30 seconds to go, your economy is nearing the bin. Yeah, you are saving here. If you could possibly,
30 seconds left.
30 seconds, Karon's dead. They're not even going to be afforded it.
Yeah, it's pretty much done and dusted. Match point coming in.
Flawless defensive half so far.
Yeah, and Texture going to try and harder once again.
Oh, but the Hunter's Fury is going to get a bit of damage, a bit of information. The side itself might be conceded, but FUT nearly all here. That is a worrisome spray to come through for Texture. Player advantage as the spike goes down.
AtaKaptan
Spike
way to the back of their lines. cRaxs already taken on Lakia. This is going to be turning out to be a massacre for Gen.G.
And another one goes down, Meteor to the hands of cNed. So little by little, this map is starting to look dire for Gen.G. A peek from Karon into cNed, a trade from Munchkin, but that is it, folks. With Munchkin.
It's still something that they have learned from. Early aggression towards C from cNed, and he's getting a little cheeky with his movement. Gets one. Damage being given to him. He could not deliver any, but the grenade will force Karon out of position, and he will make sure that a kill is secured. But out comes the cavalry to trade in, and Munchkin gets it.
He's going to stall things, though, with this dark cover. As cRaxs starts to make his rotation over to the C site. It's just going to be bolstered up by two players. We're waiting for Gen.G to pop on out together. Of course, we can see this. FUT do not know what's around the corner at the moment. This dark cover going down is not going to help out for yetujey whatsoever, but he's at least good for one. Now it's cRaxs' turn, playing at the elbow, squandered. Player advantage for Gen.G. They can establish a plan.
2 versus 3. Plan's going to go down, and both the players, one coming from Waterfall, and the other one's a little too far away just yet. And Gen.G won't actually push the envelope, do they?
The Snake Spider is actually kind of working in the favor for FUT at the moment. It buys enough time for AtaKaptan to get over here with MrFaliN, but they overwhelm him. Munchkin is looking for another huge multi-frag round. AtaKaptan now revealed by the turret. It does a nice amount of damage. Vulnerable by the decay as well. So this can definitely look to be
30 seconds left.
Yeah, cNed's going to take in the first contact. Maybe he's the one way is going to help him just for a bit, though. But Gen.G are keen on pushing in from main.
Absolutely, yetujey is down. cNed now looking for a response. Can't quite navigate a third. But there is only one more player remaining on the side itself. cRaxs, it's a good shot on towards Lakia as well. That would have been a nice one on towards Munchkin. But now, in this bonus round, a plant to go down. And it's all on to AtaKaptan.
Spike planted.
Creeping on up. Can't use his wall here. It has nothing to do with the side itself, but he finds the first kill. And now it's all on to Meteor. You can see AtaKaptan has so many locations to look at, but look at the swing! This is quicker. And there's that showstopper as well, straight on in from Texture. Immediately, AtaKaptan starts to pull it back. The gun barrel doesn't even matter. Karon's here to find that one. Showstopper misses for sure, but you can look for a plan.
MrFaliN still trying to find some strays here, and Munchkin's actually pretty close to him. That's a good position for him. The off angle could actually help cut off that, but they're aware of it, and FUT's actually going all from heaven.
Oh. Will he pop the showstopper though? Paint shells in. He has the satchels. You get the feeling that you want to invest and ultimately try and turn things back. Fragments in. Again, 5 players alive for Gen.G. There is the rocket. Karon does get taken down. MrFaliN in for one as well. This is where things might look to be a bit pear-shaped. Meteor, nano swarms on the spike. It might have even been destroyed at the moment, so they have to try and get a good line of sight on towards this defuse that is currently happening for MrFaliN. Still going. They've got no vision. You need to get through this smoke, Gen.G. Otherwise, the defuse is going to come through. And FUT, they are going to get this one in towards the tree, though. Setting up for the Nightfall to get in towards the A site yet again. Starts to draw rotations in. Immediately Texture in towards the site. No audio for the members of FUT who did get pinged out by that ult. So when the plant starts to go down, MrFaliN distracted, sees, stuck in towards the drop, but they can't kind of find him yet. There's no abilities to get him.
Yeah, he's going to stay there for as long as he possibly can. cNed's coming in, but look at their kills coming in from Gen.G. They're making it happen.
Even off on the distance as well. Meteor managing to find the kill onto yetujey over at the pillars, so everyone winning their fights where they need to as Gen.G. But the round isn't over just yet. AtaKaptan changing locations of the poison cloud, trying to get a tap on the defuse, baiting them in to a false sense. Snakebite are buying time. Munchkin, the sacrificial man in this round. Lakia to secure it almost as cRaxs cannot get more.
Again, early A extensions from both sides. Look at where yetujey's.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good adjustment from FUT, right? All this utility around the rubble, the taps out from Texture, but it's cNed answered, shut down, player advantage held by Gen.G.
Yeah, and Meteor, look at where, again, he's again on that B side, playing around with Fate here to play on the late game, and the Viper pit has been activated.
Can the lockdown from MrFaliN be utilized, though, because he's dancing around the pit at the moment, up close and personal, gets some info. But that's it. It's all it is. AtaKaptan is trying to navigate around, and his health is ticking lower and lower whilst he's in this pit. A check in towards the tree. Nobody home. And on towards the spike as well. A tap. They know where he is. trying to bait him in. There's the first one. Lakia is down. It's not the Viper that you want to try and find in this pit. Munchkin has a snake bite. A molly on towards it as well. But meanwhile, Gen.G over to the A side time and time again. There's 4 players from FUT over there, and they've just been absolutely bamboozled because things are going in towards B. Breakable door open. cNed one-tapped, absolutely obliterated. qRaxs will answer back. This null command is here. Wouldn't have minded that molly onto his own feet so he can get some better HP going into the fight. Get a teammate to res him, but a lockdown in. Safeguarded by AtaKaptan and a Nightfall out. Texture finds MrFaliN. They're hunting. They are on the move. They are on the groove, but FUT answering back. And just like that, it's all on a Munchkin. They don't know where he is. He has to respect this lockdown at the moment. The plant, it is in the open. And he spotted it out. He's seen the idea that he's on the defuse too. AtaKaptan. Can he see the shots? Can he see the traces? The snake bite. It buys time. AtaKaptan not yet on it. Goes for the tap. It baits in Munchkin. The cloud is down. The kill is not there for Munchkin, but AtaKaptan. The 3K. Bit of safety over at B. It's the 2-1-2. We've also got MrFaliN's alarm bot right and close at the B side as well, so it's a pretty comfortable setup for FUT.
Yeah, they're creeping in now. yetujey's going to be the point of contact unless it's cNed, and he goes straight down. yetujey needs to get away, and that's a good decision as well. Keep yourself alive and fight for another time.
But Gen.G don't need to overextend. It's a one-on-one that Texture's going to see himself fighting for. At the moment, he can get spammed through this, but he's expected out. A good swing, actually. yetujey, uncharacteristic to be losing one of those. It's a 5 versus 3. AtaKaptan is pushing through drop. Meteor has actually been dispatched off, but what a pre-fire by Karon. I know the footsteps were heard dancing around the drop there, but a 4 versus 2 now.
Spike
MrFaliN, no utility.
Yeah.
No ultimates.
Nothing to work with.
These weapons, would they be better placed in the next round?
Most likely. They've got no economy at all.
Saving grace being AtaKaptan, I almost feel like, in this one. So much contributed by him, because again, I'm going to highlight paranoia. Satchels again, this time does get him on top of the rubble. Uses the full clip to get it, but a trade out immediately. They know qRaxs is here. Then somehow he gets one. I was going to say there's no way he gets out of that. But at least bringing it into a one-player advantage situation for Gen.G, and AtaKaptan has left the safety of his pit. That's a good push from MrFaliN. It is 2 versus 2. This is such a workable scenario. Prowler out from Lakia, and a great frag onto MrFaliN means we do need AtaKaptan again to clutch.
Yeah, absolutely. He does have 2 snake bites, which could be of use to clear out some angles, but does he hear Meteor? No, he doesn't.
The problem is there's no... Oh, he does get spotted out by it as well. Now they know he's coming in towards the site. Lakia is down. Does he actually realize where Meteor is playing from? Positioning around, I dare say he doesn't. This is good timing from Meteor. Good movement, and completely caught off AtaKaptan. Let us see. They're not even going to go there. They're going to go into B.
Yeah, cNed with the paint shots. He does get one back in return as well, but the trades are not coming in for anybody. cNed starts out the party.
Yeah, spike down on the floor as well. They're going to try and plant with 40 seconds to go. They want to try and see what they can do for the challenge. Texture now 1 away from getting out the showstopper. Meteor 2 on the lockdown as well, but cNed is diff. There's the rocket. See if he can try and get it. yetujey is down for the count. Nearly takes himself with it, I might add. Player advantage. Gen.G. Abilities available for qRaxs as well. You know you want to try and get them in. Revealed out by the alarm bot. Fragment down. Baiting time for AtaKaptan to push on in. A 1-on-1 trade. Texture is going huge in this round. Might need more, but qRaxs finds that one. Make it.
Okay, where does that go?
It misses, unfortunately.
By an inch.
I love the crowd reaction on that one.
Well, cNed has used already his satchel, so no more flash entering into this site if at all they choose to go for it.
Oh, that's a bit of a pick-me-up, isn't it? Munchkin for one, Karon for another, and this is just immediate. Oh, at least an end back from cNed, but he is being bit on up. They're just wanting an aim duel at the front of B at the moment. They have to swing, they have to go for the challenge. They might force it in, but Texture is good for it, and now it's on to cNed.
Yeah. To exploit because he's not found any success on Meteor on C. Munchkin, be careful, he's the only one on the B site here.
Yeah. You can see the game plan though. Karon's paranoia to go on out. Lakia didn't actually manage to peek on and find anything, so the dark cover that's thrown at these stairs will eventually start to fade. They want to go over to the B side, and that's actually brought the rotations away. Munchkin was there, but now no longer. Lakia to go on in. He's got a glimmer of qRaxs. He's been traded on out. The plant to actually be brought off. It's a bait to get everybody on into the site. But hang on a second. It's only just down to Meteor. This is a really achievable round.
Yeah, it's only turned around with these sheriffs and yeah, but there's nothing else but the showstopper to worry about. The 0 point goes in as well.
But they're in. That's the thing for FUT. They're quick, and the rocket is still activated. A bit more on the timer. It's not going to connect with anything, but it's information. a 5 versus 5 retake come on through really early on. No pit, but abilities on the spike. And now we see what mess of a round Gen.G have to contend with on this retake.
Oh, yetujey stuck in a pretty bad position though. Can he get out of here?
But look how many of FUT are actually still in the site. Gen.G have to take these fights and they're winning them at the moment. MrFaliN needs more than these 3 that he's got. cNed for the trade. It's a one-on-one Lakia. He needs all of the aim behind him right now. cNed has been marked. He's following the traces at the moment. And cNed is out. Lakia
so he's going to be careful to get away from this as soon as possible. And qRaxs is going to make sure that his duelist gets an entry onto that site. There's still a bit of cover though for Munchkin.
That was Texture actually grabbing the showstopper too, so this could actually be a great combination of abilities to get into a retake here. Down deafening your opponents, but actually Texture bringing in the rocket really early, and Lakia using the Nightfall. Shroud Step, yetujey can't get away, but little does everybody know that the spike is actually planted at B, so now you've got to use all of these abilities to just get into the site.
Yeah, and MrFaliN has got the ultimate, and there it goes down as I say it. Lakia's coming in from B main, but he's been covered off as well. Actually, FUT are in a great position to win this round.
If Lakia can play this one silently, it could be quite nice, but the alarm bot is still on up. Respect the lockdown. Now it turns into Lakia trying to bait in MrFaliN. He's got a teammate with him, the Prowler. They know he's close. He is stuck. He has to take this duel. AtaKaptan with 2. Cracks in with 1 as well. That's doing it.
Cover going out.
This is where your hands get a little bit jittery. Gen.G got nearly all of their members around this A site, so we can see a lot of abilities just be rained down onto the site at the moment. cNed in the dark cover, this is where he starts, but Munchkin might have been a double right click with the classic. I don't know what's happening, but these classics are certainly making a mockery of this round of Vipers hit. Munchkin, he has swindled a rifle as well, but MrFaliN, he needs to come up clutch. It's qRaxs there. I mentioned him just before. He's shut down. This is a round that is certainly doing something for Gen.G. A defuse coming out from Karon. MrFaliN can't find anything because it's not even planted for him to deny. Actually, it was in the open, but in this round as well, you want to be using it in with the null command. Goes qRaxs, but by that point in time, FUT, I mean, they are still getting in towards the side. A good read by MrFaliN. Karon's down. No smokes of that variety for Gen.G.
The flank is still coming in though, and although the C side has been taken control of, Munchkin is going to try and hold on to the sandwich, and finally the ultimate comes in. Meteor, great shot and get away from him, but he's on 10 HP.
That's actually really huge to try and get back into this round, but MrFaliN is stamping his feet. He is saying, not today, good sirs. Munchkin and Meteor with a pit down. It is wise to go for a save. I'm looking at the money of Texture of Lakia. They don't really have it in them. Meteor's got 200 himself. I respect this.
Yeah, it's pretty much seen from FUT. It's actually
I see MrFaliN have a bad day at the office. He's going to fall back immediately, and already you are getting a bit of rotations from Meteor outside of the C side, but other than that, MrFaliN
into the opponent's spawn, and maybe, try to sandwich that A site. They're going to just wait, and Karon delivers the first blow for Gen.G.
That one's for Texture. No real budging though from the rest of Gen.G. A dark cover to buy a little bit of time. What can yetujey do around C to keep both of these players here from the shadows to meet with his team as well? No, to keep them actually there into that smoke. Got to get a read on what is happening. Gen.G, everything is isolated towards the A side. I mean, it is still just Karon here.
Yeah, it most certainly is. There is a smoke available to him, but it's going to be the A side that's going to be taken control of.
Here we go. Lakia has a Sears, has a Haunt, so there's some information that they can use and get some entrapments around the site happening.
There is a Paranoia available for yetujey as well, so if they want to go aggressive towards that spawn region, they could do that, but there is, of course, the retaliation from Gen.G coming all from spawn.
Smokes down. cNed in the side, everybody else away from the action, jumps on through, though cNed good for the first, make it a double onto Lakia looking for third. This is what we were missing from him. It's now on a Munchkin, but by that point in time, the damage has already been delivered by cNed so quickly. The round goes from winnable for Gen.G, but what opened up when you think that FUT go to B, they've done it before, so you do kind of expect something like this, an attacking killjoy lockdown in towards the breakable room, and I mean, you just do have to respect this at Gen.G at this point.
Yeah, you're going to have to just stay outside of that radius and make sure you're not found any, your positions.
Lakia used the Nightfall as well. We are going to turn into a 5 versus 5 retake.
And this is going to be Gen.G's time to shine. If they don't get this, FUT might just get away out of their reach.
MrFaliN is playing a nice lurk as well, out through rubble. This time for Gen.G to get on in, spearheaded by Texture on the A. On the A line from the link, on the off as well, but it's qRaxs holding it down, and cNed as well. Can he answer with a double of his own? He cannot. Texture to find it. It's just getting a little bit too far-fetched for Gen.G to continue to go through this one. Here's MrFaliN going in for that flank as well. Some extra damage for Texture for sure, but folks, we are going to be going at the distance. Can they hold on to the weaponry? Looks like Munchkin is doing his damnedest to try that, but the odds of regulations to be played potentially. The peak of 3 over at the rubble as well. Looked a little bit awkward in the very beginning, but cNed on for the opener. Texture falls as well. This is FUT looking to take the lead.
And they might as well just do it. They've got only one player to defeat here on that A side, Lakia. He's going to call in for a little bit of support, but can he help them out? Meteor, his ultimate is, of course, a win condition, but this round seems far too gone for him to actually use it for the retake.
FUT have done well for those first 2 openers, that's for sure. Taking down Texture, taking down Karon. You've only got Munchkin with his utility, and when you think, what have we seen from him so far? Well, we've seen that wall over at the A side of the map. Does that suggest that the C site is the weaker one? Yetujey finds Lakia off in the distance, so little by little, this round looks so good for FUT to win it flawlessly.
Munchkin, he's been so good so far, but he's not going to be good for this. AtaKaptan goes down to 2, but it doesn't even matter.
I mean, Meteor's in another postcode, mate. He's in the tree.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to take a world tour to get all the way there, maybe find
30 seconds left.
1 kill at the max, or even give himself up at this point.
It doesn't really matter. I think at this point in time, you probably don't want to die to qRaxs to give him a null command, to cNed to get him one away from the showstopper. In fact, if you want to die to anyone, it's probably just going to be MrFaliN.
Yeah, but Yetujey's going to get him. And since Donkey's years.
And look at the aggression of Meteor as well. All of these abilities to showstopper as well. It manages to get MrFaliN.
Is he going to be able to find him?
The orb is gone here as well.
Yeah.
The orb is gone, so no one on FUT can get that. Texture caught sleeping though. Didn't know cNed was this close. Karon misses it out. He's revealed himself.
That's going to be a problem now. They know where one player is, and Karon's gone down, and Meteor will trade him up, but it's still a 3 versus 3. Gen.G need a retake to come in now, as the A side has been taken control of.
And whoever plants get their ultimate as well, cNed is going to be the one, so the showstopper will turn online. A 3 versus 3, a prowler out from Lakia. And finds cNed in the middle of the site. He spotted it out. There's the rocket. Meteor is absolutely dead to rights at the moment. 1, 2, and 3 in the 3rd location. But it's the tree that is going to be the foothold for FUT. Yetujey on a Munchkin, and Lakia falls in the heavens. He finds cNed. But will he be traded out? No. There's another one. Lakia, show us what you've got to ascend into this roster of Gen.G.
Well, but no, Gen.G, instant turnaround. B is the call.
They're taking a page out of FUT's book as well, something that they love to do. Yep. Go towards A early on, break open the door, get the plant open, but this is going to be a 5 versus 5.
Absolutely, and the plant's going to go down in an open spot. It's going to be pretty much accessible to every angle. Unless, of course, there's the late lurk coming in.
There's no paranoia. There's no flashes, though, at all for the side of FUT, so everything has to almost be a dry duel. cNed has 1 satchel to try and just block off.
Oh, that's a good seize.
Absolutely. There's the paranoia as well to come in from Karon, so Lakia picking up some site textures here as well. Actually, Lakia managed to get traded out. FUT are finding a stronghold around this site. This retake is looking superb. Munchkin, though, he's the last one. The smoke starts to dissipate. There's just too many members for him.
Going in towards B, but AtaKaptan gives away the spike, makes a good choice, but Yetujey is now going in with the spike as well.
Well, they're going in. That's for certain. qRaxs finds Munchkin, so that's no longer a Viper to account for vulnerability, though. Doesn't matter, qRaxs. He weathers that one. 1 off the null command as well, give him the plant potentially, but Yetujey will go for that instead. A 5v3 FUT. A plant to be defended by Mound if they want. And all of this utility that Gen.G are trying to throw is just getting denied the space that they need to retake as well. MrFaliN on for the flank. That'll be onto Lakia if it comes through, but Lakia is already dead. Now Texture in, it's shut down. cNed is going to be the one to end it, and a congratulations is in order.